Hey everyone, I'm Brandon, and this is The Blind Fish Keeper. Today I wanted to do my video kind of about fish nutrition. I'm a big believer in you get out of your fish what you put into your fish, and food is one of the things I do not skimp on. I do believe in a wide variety of foods, and instead of having to pick through all of this every day to figure out what I'm gonna feed, I do mine all together in a blend. So I was just gonna show everyone today how, as a blind person, I make up my fish food blend and what it all consists of. So the first thing I do is I've got an empty Extreme container here, and that's what I store my food in. And this big container right here will probably last me about 2 weeks when it's full, with my big cichlids. The food that I make out of this container is fed to the Oscar tank, the grow out tank with the baby Oscar and green terrors, and the African cichlids. And like I said, it'll last me about 2 weeks. The first thing I add in this blend is the Fluval Bug Bites, 1 bag of the medium to large size cichlid formula. Crumble, I guess. I don't know that it's really a pellet, but feels about like a 2 to 3 millimeter pellet. I don't know if you can get that on film. All right, so I will put this whole bag into my container. So I have put the whole bag of Fluval Bug Bites into the container, and next I will add, this is the Northfin Krill Pro. This is I think it's a 1.5 or a 2 millimeter pellet, but I like, for my cichlids, a very high protein content in their food. And this 1 bag, I'll use this bag for the cichlids and for my community tanks, which is why I get the pellets a little bit smaller. And this 1 bag will probably last me maybe a month. So next I will add some of this into the blend. Well, maybe this bag is only going to last me for 2 weeks. Seal it up, set it to the side. So the next thing that I like to add is my Extreme formulas. And this is I can tell from the sound that the pellets make inside the jug. This is the big fella pellets from Extreme. This is a 3 millimeter pellet. And I'm just reaching in to feel what I've got. And I'm not specifically measuring anything. This is just for ease of transfer. This measuring cup that I've got. And the Extreme formula is pretty much the base of my food. I've been a fan of Extreme foods since before they were released to the public. The fish store that I used to go to when I first got into African cichlids the guy there fed his cichlids in the store Extreme, and he would scoop me out a few cups of it here and there to take home to my fish. So this was way back before it was even available to the public. So that was 3 or 4 scoops. And that is about enough of the big fella. And then because I do have some larger cichlids, I'll top it off with a little bit of this. This is the Monster formula from Extreme as well. And this is I think it's like a 6 or a 9 millimeter. It's almost like cat food sized pellets. Pretty significant. But I will just throw a few handfuls of this into the container. And I'll leave a little bit of room at the top so that I can get in here and just give it all a real good mix in this. Ensures that they get a little bit of everything when I go to feed at night. And, this is how I've been doing it for a little while now. And the fish go crazy for it. They love dinner time.
Harley's having a bite.
Harley's sitting, my little partner's here, cleaning up after me, the mess I made. She's my little pup fish. All right, so that is how I make my cichlid blend. And like I said, that'll last me for right around 2 weeks or so. Next, I've got another Extreme container that's empty, well, almost empty. And this is what I fill up for my community fish, my pond fish, which is the guppies and white clouds and platies, rainbow tank, the baby goldfish. It's just a mix of a lot of the smaller stuff, which is all on this side now. First thing I'm gonna do with this bit, and this is the same concept, it's just a mix of foods, high quality foods, that bring out, the most in the fish. It's got good balance of protein, or higher protein, still got some lots of vitamins, minerals, and some vegetables in it. This first thing that I'm gonna add is I think this is Fluval Bug Bites, but it's the small, very teeny tiny little pellets. It's a cichlid blend as well, but it's for the smaller fish, and that whole container is gonna go in. Fluval just makes a really good bug bite. And the black soldier fly larva is really good for the fish. So that's the end of that one. Next, I'm gonna take this same small Krill Pro again And I'm gonna add some Krill Pro. To the tub. Oh, that was quite a bit of Krill Pro. That's okay. Next, we've got the Hikari Vibrobites, and I don't care what anybody says, the fish absolutely love these, and I don't know that they're necessarily the best as far as nutritionally speaking, but if you've got a stubborn fish that you can't get to eat, try a Vibrobite. These are really cool because they look like little bloodworms. It's not a traditional looking processed food. And all of my fish absolutely love Vibrobite. So, I'm gonna add some Vibrobite to the mix. Thanks for the help, Harley. Next thing I've got here is a bottle of the Extreme Nice formula. The Nice is, I think, naturally color enhancing, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what the Nice stands for, but it's a color enhancing cichlid pellet. And that is going to go into the container. Thank you, Harley. The last time I made my cichlid or my community formula, this is just a bottle of the Tubifex freeze-dried Tubifex blocks, little capsule things. And I was running short of my various different dry foods that I used, so I split those up and would crumble them up into the container so they'd have a little bit of the Tubifex worms in there, which I would normally just use for a treat. So this container's pretty full, but I've got some Extreme Peewee, which is a little bit finer than the Nice formula, and I'm just gonna throw a small little bit in here on top, and then we'll mix everything up, and the food will be ready. So just take a scoop of it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, basically all of the Extreme formulas are very, very similar. It's really a size of the pellet type of deal with these. The formula is pretty close in all of the cichlid formulas. I think it's exactly the same. It's just the size of the pellet. And since I've got different size mouths, I use different size food. But again, I will try and get a good mix in this. And this container, realistically filled up, should last me about a month and a half of feeding, if not more. Anyway, there you go. This is how I do my prepared foods. It saves me time every week when I can just grab one container, and I'll throw it in, and the fish get a varied diet, and they stay happy and healthy, and colors bright. And I just put a mix together once a month or every couple of weeks or so, and the fish do just fine with it. So that's gonna do it for me this week. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and commenting and subscribing. If you would please do me the favor of hitting the subscribe button if you haven't. If you're interested in seeing how a blind guy gets through the fish hobby, hit the like button, the notification bell, so they'll tell you every time I put a new video out. And this is gonna do it for me for this week. So take it easy, everyone. Happy 4th of July, and I will catch you in the next one.